Welcome to another Baka gaming commentary video. In this video, I'll be talking about the Intel CPU code and what they have codenamed it Alder Lake, and the high performance discrete graphics card that they named Alchemist. So let's first talk about Alder Lake. What will this be? This will be Intel's first desktop CPU that uses the performance core architecture mixed with the new efficiency core. So what does the performance core do? It's a Sunny Cove core architecture, and that it aims to, well, do whatever it's going to be a traditional x86 CPU, and it's going to be crazy fast for all your tasks and everything. That's what, well, Intel aims to do with this. So the new thing about this architecture is the efficiency core, which is a whole new design, new cores. From what I read, it's a Atom-ish cores. So these cores, however, these cores will be very close to the IPC and the performance of Skylake cores. And basically, from TLDR is they've taken Skylake cores, disabled hyperthreading, and made it really efficient. So to do your background tasks, such as your video browsing or whatever, just background tasks that doesn't need the big performance cores. So how has Intel to ensure that this new architecture works? Well, they have worked with Microsoft into making a new Windows scheduling with Windows 11, and maybe it will come to Windows 10, that Windows will see, hey, these cores are the performance cores and these cores are the efficient cores, and delegate tasks to the proper cores. How does this core architecture work? It, well, uses tiles. So in each tile, let's just make this simple. One tile can either have one performance core or 4 efficient cores. So each performance core will be the cores that have hyperthreading. The efficient cores, on the other hand, has no hyperthreading. Basically, yeah. As well as Intel, you finally gave up on your giant single monolithic dies, and now, well, this clearly shows that you are now going to do the multi-die design for your CPUs as well. Yay! But also, it's kind of ironic how you made fun of AMD's Infinity Fabric and you called it magical glue that glues CPU cores together. So, let's talk about the other half, which is the Intel High Performance Discrete Graphics Card Gen 1. For now, it's being referred to as Alchemist. So, what does Intel bring to this table, to this discrete graphics card market? Well, Intel is bringing another open standard competitor to upscaling. So similar to FSR, it's an open standard, and yeah. So however, Intel does will have on the discrete graphics card, we'll have dedicated hardware to accelerate the Intel AI upscaler. I guess this is a good thing for Intel, where you come in with an open standard, but then you come in with an accelerator to help to convince people, hey, go use our here's an open standard, but this open standard, yeah, you can use your other competitors, but for optimal experience, maybe try using our own. Okay. Yeah. Now, time for me to give my personal opinion. I think Intel 12th Gen will be a shaky transitional period where Intel is, well, since the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th Gen, Even 11th gen, they're well known to be that Intel is very stable and that there is not a lot of bugs with their CPUs. And maybe with this Intel 12th gen, it will be hopefully Intel gets rid of the bugs and glitches that causes problem with this new architecture as a result of introducing this new architecture. And so, in my opinion, Intel 12th gen is the most vulnerable time for Intel reputation as a well-known, fast-known company. As for the graphics card, I hope, for anyone who don't know, Roger Kaduri is the head of Intel's discrete graphics card, and his background is he used to be head of AMD Radeon Group, which launched the beautiful RX 580s, 480s, and the Vega cards. Yeah, they weren't really mind-boggling fast, but at least they gave you good value. So I hope Intel takes this Roger Kaduri methodology and just keep maybe not a high profit margin, but since Intel is Intel, they can just outship their competition by a mile and then just use pure volume to make up for the lower profit margin. As well as I hope Intel's driver team really needs to put in the work to ensure that their drivers is stable. As well, if your drivers are stable and the computers are stable, people will slowly be like, yeah, maybe Intel is a good CPU and graphics card market and manufacturer. Okay, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe for more video from Baka Gaming Commentary Video.